Hey, what's up guys? Your average wargamer is back with another video of World of Warships. And today I'm going to be featuring Tier 8 German aircraft carrier, which is a tech tree ship that you can research and buy and play it yourself. That is August 1 Parseval. Now I'm going to be featuring these AP bombs because, as you can able to see, the matchmaking it does have 5 battleships on both sides. Not on both sides. We have 4 battleships. They have 5 battleships. So, well, these bombs are pretty insane. Before talking about these bombs, I would really like you to subscribe to my channel if you are new, because I make almost daily World of Warship videos and can give you a lot of good tips and tricks. If you are a carrier player or maybe player in general, I can help you with these gameplay and can give you some good ship reviews. So there's that. So let's just get to the August 1 Parseval AP bombs. As you can able to see, I did some damage to Reaper. Didn't manage to get a Citadel hit, even though the Citadel does 7,800 damage per one bomb. And well, you will be able to see in this game that if you have a chance of landing a good drop on a battleship, well, you can score 3 Citadel hits, which can be pretty massive damage. And basically, you can get a total of 23,400 damage with one single drop. That's how the power of these bombs are having. But they are not easy to make work, and yeah, you have to play it a bit carefully. And I mean, in terms of these HP of these planes, well, they're not having the best of the HP pools. Like you almost always have to use the heals, which is fortunately the bombers, like the AP bombers, as well as the these torpedoes does have. So you have 4 heals for torpedo bombers, as well as also have 4 heals for these AP bombs. So combined with the fact that you have heals, you can definitely able to strike 2 times even with very low HP pool of these planes. And I mean, you have decent speed, almost 90-ish knots of speed for both of these armament, so it's not going to be that bad. And these torpedoes are also very nice. As you can able to see, I can easily manage to get a drop on Hipper, which somehow now is turning out, and that basically gives me a good opportunity to did almost 10,500 damage, since it does not have a good torpedo bell. So I did exactly that, did some good damage to that Hipper, and now I use the heal on New Mexico because, well, I don't have much HP on the planes left, so I use the heal. And New Mexico also taken 2 torpedo hits. He tried to dodge some torpedoes, but well, in turn he's broadsiding to now Baltimore. Baltimore did good damage, and I still can able to strike this poor New Mexico, since the HP pool, or at least the planes, does have enough HP pool for this tier 6 New Mexico to able to do damage without losing planes. So there's exactly that. In this match, well, you can able to see there is double triplets Bismarck that are basically pushing like crazy, and which basically makes me think that I have to turn out from A side or B side, because well, they will eventually push from A, because there are a lot of battleships out there. They have a lot of HP, and well, I certainly cannot do much about them for now. So I just realized, let's just kite away from this position and go to that go back to the Mackensen, which is a tier 6 battleship that I can definitely strike easily, because well, there are a couple of ships. Triplets, Bismarck, and New Mexico are basically grouped up and gives a lot much more bubble to be able to shoot down these planes. So I just decided to go to Mackensen, and Mackensen now is very vulnerable for a tier 6 battleship. Seeing these bombs, it's actually very terrifying, to be honest. And if you can able to drop these bombs well, well, you can do pretty good damage. Here I think, I'm not sure, oh yeah, here I think the bomb's dispersion did trolled me a bit, but still managed to get a single Citadel hit on that Mackensen. And now, as you can able to see, he is not managing to get the plane shot down. I can just drop this guy again, and yeah, that's the power of these bombs. And now I'm just trying to align my aim well, or let's see what happens. So again, I think somehow the bombs didn't land onto the Mackensen, which is kind of unfortunate. I was expecting the bombs to all of them hit onto the deck of the Mackensen and deal great damage, but he was very lucky. And now I just gonna drop this guy and let's see what happens. Here you can able to see 16,000 damage, so it's pretty good. So yeah, if I would have gotten a good drop on the Mackensen in the second drop, I would have done I would have almost killed him. But here he survived, so yeah, fortunate for him. And he will last long because of that unfortunate drop that I have on the second run. So yeah, that's why the thing about the Parseval is that you have to align the bombs very carefully in order to deal great damage. On the other hand, these torpedoes that I'm using right now, 4,067 damage, 52 knots of speed, great arming distance. With heal, that as I said before, can be pretty annoying to, for any ship class, including cruisers. But you can also deal almost 9,000 damage, even though they are low damaging torpedoes. But they have very good reliability in dealing damage, and basically having a good reliability in terms of hitting. And here I'm just turning hard right, trying to get the aim on the Bismarck, and here I will manage to get 2 torpedo hits on this guy, which is pretty good. And well, he turned out, but then it's okay. I can now come up against these battleships again. Here, well, I realized that the time to target on these 3 battleships is gonna be low, so what I have to do is to basically just go and drop one of the target. And since there are 3 of these battleships, I think they might not be able to manage to shut down my last squad. So speeding my way up to the turrets to get to the target, and I think I will manage to get my drop. And yeah, I just managed to get my drop, which is pretty nice. And oh my good, look, did you see that? Did you see that? That's what I'm talking about. This is the power of these August 1 Parseval AP bombs. If you manage to get a 3 citadel hit on the battleship, you basically kill his 1/3 of his HP. And that is massive HP loss, which he cannot heal back, since you cannot heal back citadel damage on battleships typically. So he just only able to heal 10% of the damage, which in this case he will surely use 1 heal, and you can able to see he didn't able to manage to heal back quite a lot of HP just because of the citadel damage that he have taken. And well, you also have these torpedo bombers that also do pretty good damage on the armor belt. Like, this is also the damage that he cannot heal back. And well, the turrets is kinda got hit hard by these bombs and torpedoes. And well, in this case, well, I just dropped this guy again, and well, coming back to the AP bombs again. So well, 3 top hits again, and a flood, which is nice to watch. But the turrets Bismarcks are still pushing crazy, and our Bismarck also decided to push into the middle of nowhere against 3 of these secondary battleships, which will ultimately burn him down to death, and that's going to happen for sure. Even this Icarus is probably in hydro range of Bismarck, so yeah, that's also a bad thing to watch. But I do have heal right now, so I'm expecting that I can come up at least 2 drops on these battleships, since I can try that and see, and let's see what happens. Turrets is basically turning out, so I have to basically manage to get a bow or stern, like a very, just like I'm doing here, and just drop this guy in a bit weird angle. But let's see if I can manage to get, double hits, double sets, pretty good. And now there is that turret that is also healing back some of the HP, and he's turning back again. But you can able to see the turning circle of these planes is pretty good. And let's see what happens. Oh, never mind. Didn't get a 3 citadel hit thing, so he just survived. 1 citadel hit still does good damage, so I'm happy with that result. Pretty much did almost 30,000 damage with these bombs. So yeah, pretty nice to watch. Tripitz is now completely messed up his position, and he's basically on the verge of just hitting like couple of shell hits or the bomb hits by me or torpedo hits, and he will eventually die because that's not a whole lot of HP that he has left. And now there is also a Cleveland and a New Mexico that is also pushing. I don't know why these guys are pushing like crazy, but it's pretty good for me. I can just come towards these targets very, very quickly. Cleveland, for some reason, has fighter plane on top of him, which is questionable, I would say. Cleveland with fighter plane, okay, sure. But then there's that torpedoes that I can drop this guy. But Cleveland also popped his defensive AA. But since I was having heal, it was a good thing for me. And this torpedoes, even though he killed the Icarus, I finally managed to kill him in the end. Evo started to heal back some of his HP with his heal, but well, lucky me, I just killed him on time, finally. So the Cleveland is basically gonna turn in, and well, yeah, this basically makes my torpedoes not the best in terms of giving him damage, but lucky enough he turned towards the nose a bit in such a way that I still managed to get two torpedo hits, which is nice. So pretty good damage, 171k damage for a tier 8 carrier seems to be nice, even though I'm top tier, and that is understandable. At tier 10 it could be a lot much rough, that's for sure. But there are still ways to make a CV work in tier 10 matchmaking. In this case, well, I'm having some value out of these matchmaking thing. Like once you're top tier, you are gonna be pretty powerful. And in this case, UrAvgWarGamer basically showing its power with these AP bombs. I haven't used rockets since there's not a whole lot of thing that I have to use rockets on. Maybe I can drop on Cleveland, but I can use torpedo bombers and can deal a bit more reliably good damage on this. So I'm just dropping this New Mexico, and I think he's definitely not gonna survive. I can drop this guy 2 times because, well, that is gonna be possible. And here the bombs didn't get a citadel. Like, I didn't get a citadel on the New Mexico. And now there is a Cleveland, which is again having, well, quite a bit of his HP left, and I'm not sure if I can able to citadel this guy, but I will try. Maybe I can citadel this guy, but let's see. And let's see what happens. 2 overpens, so I mean, Cleveland has really, it has the armor that basically either gives me overpens on hitting his, citadel. So Cleveland is one of those targets, so I don't mind getting overpens. I know that AP bomb's not gonna give me that much value on that guy anyway, but still. Now I am coming up with these torpedo bombers. That Mackensen that I left him, well, he come back to haunt our Kijikuduin. I don't know what the name is. I cannot manage to pronunciate that name correctly. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what did I said. Yeah, I really apologize. Please don't get offended by my mispronunciation. I'm not the good in terms of the native English speaker. I'm just fluent in English, but not best in terms of having a very good English regardless. But in this case, what I did good is I just did good damage to that poor Cleveland. Get a flood on the Cleveland as well, which I think he damage control. And now I'm finally coming up with these AP rockets, which are pretty nice, I would say. I mean, they are having 4 rockets in payload, so a total of 12 rockets per attack run, which basically means you can deal pretty decent damage with these AP rockets. And since the Cleveland is left, apart from CV, so I'm thinking of dropping this Cleveland here. Our tier 6 cruiser, is it tier 6 cruiser? Is it? Yeah, it's a tier 6 cruiser. He's using AP, which is nice to watch, and now he's pretty low HP. I think the cruiser will kill him. Yeah, basically killed this guy. So the game is basically over. 187k damage, which I was very happy about. So you can able to see that the power of these Parseval AP bombs and rockets and torpedoes. Torpedoes and bombs are pretty versatile, I would say. The AP rockets could be sometimes hit and miss because, well, they have nerfed the angle of these AP rockets recently, which kind of sucks. But hey, if you are grinding this ship, I think you should play in that way that I'm playing, using torpedoes and AP bombs a lot much more, in this game. So yeah, that would help a lot in dealing great damage and giving you good results. So 187k damage, 25 torpedo hits, 22 bomb hits, and 16 penetrations, which is nice. So quite a lot of citadels, which is nice. They did pretty good damage. So it was a great game, I would say. Team score wise, yeah, it's pretty much shown like 1.9k base XP. Pretty nice game. Did good damage to basically battleships because, well, there are a lot of battleships in this game. Turpets, and I think Bismarck, couple of damage. I think this poor Turpet's taken a lot of bomb hits from from me. 34,000 damage. Torpedo hits are actually pretty reliable as well. So you can able to see that you can do pretty good damage with the torpedoes and AP bombs. So I hope you like the video, enjoy the video. If you do that, please like, subscribe, share, and I will catch you into the next one. Peace out.